Welcome back. Welcome to this week's cast of Revelation on the Word. I'm Pastor Rico Clayton. I'm with Greater Revelation Church. Greater Revelation is located at 4473 Adams on the Kansas City, Kansas side. I want to welcome everybody in. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Holler at your boy. I'm just glad to be back, man. And I want to thank you all that are sending it out on Facebook, Periscope, all the social sites. Man, I got mad love for you. And I also want to thank the donors, man. Got some folk actually sending some funds to the church to support the cast. So obviously God is doing, I give him the glory for it, man. It's a good thing, and I'm excited about what God is doing. Want to talk real quick. Got some stuff on my mind. I was praying. I asked God, I said, why don't young folk like church? And God was telling me we have to become, which is my topic I want to talk about, spiritually, technologically, technical. The church is woefully behind when it comes to being technical, spiritually. And what has happened is, our kids today, they're moved by three things: technology, facts, and truth. And unfortunately, in particularly the African American church, we're kind of stuck in the emotional stage, and the kids aren't receiving that. Now listen to me good. The emotion is good, and our kids need to learn how to cry, because there's a lot of things that are released through your emotions. But church, saints, I got to keep it real. We got to start incorporating the technical with the spiritual. And why wouldn't we? God is a technical God. We talk about the omniscience of God. Well, let's break down the word omniscience, breaking it down. If you break it into two parts, the word omniscience is omniscience. And God is technical. In the division of Psalms, the Psalms, Isaiah says it. He says, Lord, you've numbered all the stars and you know their names. If you look at Jeremiah, in Jeremiah 50 and 51, Jeremiah is trying to intelligize what he saw in a vision, which was, he was talking about chariots that roll over everything, and he was actually seeing tanks. Then he said a marksman's spear that fires and doesn't return without void. He saw missiles. So we know that God is a technical God, but the church refuses to infuse the technology. And our kids are technical. So we need to understand the omniscience of God. And God is scientific. David said in the Psalms, he says, man, he was talking about, Lord, you're infinite. Your wisdom is infinite. Well, if God has wisdom that's infinite, and he created mankind who is, being technical, then we need to understand that technology is part of ministry. And that's a sad thing. It's like we don't embrace it. We want to stay jumping and running around, and I don't have a problem praising God. But we got to be informed. And these kids want to know stuff. So we as believers have to do a better job of being scientific when it comes to spirituality. And I just believe that's the new wave. We're in a technical phase. You have the movements, the Word of Faith movement, the Azusa movement, the prosperity movement. Man, this is the technical movement now. And so we just got to learn that. Learn that God is all scientific, all knowing. He was the one that gave the Egyptians the knowledge for the pyramids and the hieroglyphics and space travel. And man, look, we got to become a technical church. And I'm sincere. That's how we're going to get our kids back. I'm thinking about putting screens in the back of every pew. Swipe screens, Reach the kids. That's where they're at. Spiritually, technical. That's my cast for this week. I'm done with y'all. But I love you. See you next week.